Hey guys, it's FifaRalle here and welcome to Let's FIFA 15 Season 2. And the objective of this is to collect all 5-star skillers on FIFA 15 Ultimate Team, just like we did with the second season of Let's FIFA 13 and Let's FIFA 14 the previous years. So this is the very first episode and it will be introducing all the rules to the series and how it is going to work. So we'll use a few minutes on that and then we'll jump into some gameplay and so on. So basically, the objective is to, of course, get all 5-star skillers, and the way it works is that we'll be able to unlock these, and yeah, I made sort of a skill tree system in order to unlock these, so let's jump into that. So the skill tree features skillers from South America, Europe, and Africa, and the idea is we can get skill points in each of these three categories or each of these three continents to unlock these skillers, and I'll get a little bit more into how we get these points a little bit later on. But basically, we start out by unlocking the lowest rated players in the lowest tier, and that is the semi-pro tier. So we got Fiddle Martinez representing South America, and then we got El Renusi and Sifty representing Europe, and there's no African skillers who are low enough rated to be in this tier. Now, in order to get the players in the next tier, which is the professional tier, we need to unlock all players in the semi-pro tier. So you might notice there's a little green dot under the African players, and that's because there's basically no players we needed to unlock there. But once you unlock, for example, Fiddle Martinez, the red dot above him will light up green. And then once you also unlock El Renusi and Sifty, that little red dot above them will also light green. So once all those three dots are green, the line going through professional and like separating the two tiers will also light green, and that means we unlock the next tier of skillers, if that makes sense. It'll make a lot more sense once we get into it, which we'll do in a few minutes and actually do it. But basically, it's about unlocking the players and go up to higher and higher rated players, and yeah, it goes all the way up to legendary level in some way, which will feature Pele and Ronaldo. And you might notice I've left out one player, and that is actually the first inform Ronaldo, because there is the regular Ronaldo, there's the inform Ronaldo, and Team of the Year Ronaldo all playing on the left wing. So I decided to leave one out of one of the players to unlock. But apart from that, all skillers who's been released on the game are included in this skill tree. Now, let's jump back and have a look at how we actually get these skill points to unlock these players. So, there's some rules to the series, and it's based on how well we play. So, if we score a decent skill goal in a match, we get one free pack, and a decent skill goal would be something like maybe a roulette, a scoop turn, beat a player and score, something like that. An awesome skill goal would be something with some more advanced skill moves, something that looks a little bit more cool. And then finally, if we win a tournament, we get 5 packs. So yeah, decent skill goal, 1 pack, awesome skill goal, 2 packs, and tournament, 5 packs. And yeah, all the gameplay will be in tournaments, so we'll either be playing the silver tournament, the gold tournament, or the new tournaments EA release every week. Now, the stuff we get in the packs determines how many skill points we get to unlock these skillers. So if we get a player from an African country, we will get 1 African skill point, and that will go towards unlocking the African skillers. If we get a player from a European country, it will go towards unlocking European skillers. And if we get a player from a South American country, we'll get 1 South American skill point, basically. So there's also players from continents outside of Africa, Europe, and South America, and that is Asian and CONCACAF players. So if we get any of these, they will go towards unlocking a new pack. So once we collected 10 of these players, we'll be able to open up yet another pack, and that is basically how it works. And all items in packs, they can be sold or used in order to build teams, basically. But one thing to have in mind is I can sell the items in the packs, I can buy players for my teams, but I cannot buy 5-star skillers on Ultimate Team. I can only unlock these through the skill tree and get them into my team. So as soon as we unlock them, we'll have them available to build in teams, but we cannot go out and buy them on the market. Now, what happens if we happen to get one of these 5-star skillers in a pack? It will basically mean he will be unlocked in the skill tree, but if we unlock a player who is in a higher tier than we reached, we cannot use him. So let's say we start out now and we happen to get a gold player, a 5-star skiller. we cannot put him into a team and use him. He will just be unlocked and we do not need to use points on him. But if we happen to reach that point, that tier where he's in, he will be available for us to use in teams. And this will make a lot more sense once we get into it. But that is basically all the rules for the series as of now. And we are going to start it off by opening up a few packs to sort of get our first skill points, unlock some skillers, and build a team and play our very first game of the episode. So going into the packs, we are opening up 5 in total to get the series sort of started. So in the very first pack, we do get 4 European players. And as you can see in the top of the screen, we do now have 4 European points, and I'll keep track of all the points we get from these packs, and we'll be using those as mentioned in order to unlock the skillers. Now, as you can see, there is a duplicate item in this pack, and that's because the account I'm using for this is also the account I'm recording Ultimate Upgrade on. So in order to keep track of everything of the series, such as coins and the record and stuff like that, I've sort of made my own little record bar in the top of the screen. So that will keep track of how well we do in games and the coins we have to use to build squads for in the series. So all the items we get in the pack, whether we discard them or put them up on the transfer list, whenever we get any coins in regards to that, I will keep track of that in the top left hand corner. But getting into the packs again, we're opening up our third pack and we get our first South American players, so we get a skill points towards that. And as you can see, we've gotten quite a few Europeans as well, so by now we have enough points to actually unlock both Sifty and Elynusi to get our first 5-star skillers. And yeah, moving into our fourth pack, we get 1 more South American player, 2 more Europeans, and a few more items. I just decided to quick sell. I know I could send the contracts and the fitness items to the club, but as I said, as this is an account I'm already using, I have a lot of fitness items and contracts, which I guess I'll just be using as we go along. But building teams and so on, I'll be using the coins we get from the packs basically. But anyways, after having opened 5 packs, we got 12 European points and 2 South American points. So we cannot upgrade to Fiddle Martinez, but we can upgrade to Elynusi and use 3 European points on him, and we can use 3 European points in order to get Sifty into our ultimate team. So we get those 2 skillers, and yeah, after having unlocked those and opened all our packs, our team looks something like this. So as you can see, there's 2 skillers in and there's a lot of random players, and what I actually decided to do was to put the players up who would sell for a little bit up on the transfer list, and then I decided just to quick sell all the remaining items because I wanted to build a silver squad for the silver tournament. As I mentioned, we'll be playing tournaments in the series, and I thought using Sifchi and Elynusi as attacking players, they'll probably have more of a chance up against silver players than gold players. So I sold on everything, and in the end I got 13,752 coins after having sold some chemistry styles from the packs and the players I put up on the transfer list, as well as discarding. So I built my first team, and the total cost of that was 8,150 coins. So in the net we got Unastal, 6'6", and some pretty good stats on him, and he cost me a little bit under 1k, 950 coins for Howland and 250 for Tan. I'm just quickly going through the players here so you can see how much I bought them for. So we got a decent-ish defense here for the price, I'd say. The midfield is a little bit debatable, and that was mainly due to the coins I had to work with. So we got Johansson, we got Elm, which is quite slow but sort of big and strong in the midfield and relatively cheap. And finally we do have a Dow who can be replaced with Gary Mackay Steven as soon as we unlock him. So that was kind of the thought, getting him into the team, and at the same time he links nicely up with Sifchi on the top. And yeah, then we do have, of course, Elynusi and Basaki Koklu, and I'm probably gonna pronounce that wrong most of the series because that is just a difficult name to pronounce, but I'm probably just gonna call him Basa or something like that. But I got him pretty cheap. He's 4-star skills and seems to be a pretty good player. So that will be our initial squad, and after having built it, we had a little bit over 5,000 coins left for future squads and such. And apart from that, we jump into the first game of this series, which is into the silver class tournament. And Elynusi gets it started in the 5th minute, running on through, but he could not find the target, unfortunately. And Elyounoussi, to be fair, was actually really good here in my very first game of the series. He went past several defenders, but his finishing was not quite there. At least he couldn't really put it into the back of the net. Sifty had an attempt as well, but saved by my opponent's keeper. And yeah, that was pretty much the picture of the first half. I did create quite a few chances, and Sifty and Elyounoussi actually playing quite well, both of them, but yeah, putting it into the back of the net was a real struggle. Here, break on through and completely open shot, and I miss it. I could just not find the back of the net in this match. But then in the 45th minute, eventually we got the ball onto Baza, and he went on through and he showed me he could finish to score us a decent skill goal. It's not an awesome skill goal, but a pretty decent one, and it gives us a 1-3 pack. And then into the second half, Elyounoussi with some awesome skill moves. He loses possession, but he picks it back up, and therefore, if he hadn't lost possession there, I would have counted that as an awesome skill goal. But he sort of lost possession, and in the end of the day, I would call that a decent skill goal. It was a pretty good run. We win the game 2-0, and then I got kicked off the servers. Yeah, that happened. So we still got a win, but we didn't advance in the tournament, basically. But nonetheless, we could open up 2 packs after that game based on the goals we scored, and we happened to get 2 South American players and a European player in the first pack, and in the next one we got 3 more European players, and that is pretty much going to be where we end off this episode, guys. In the next episode we'll be unlocking Fiddle Martinez and maybe build a new squad as well and see what we could do, but we're going to end it all off here. I hope you guys enjoyed this very first episode. I know there was a lot of rules being explained and a lot of stuff happening, but I hope you sort of understood what the series is about, and I think it'll make sense as we go along. And yeah, I used a lot of time to edit this and sort of make up the rules and such, so if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, because a lot of work went into this, and it would be very much appreciated. And apart from that, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and that's all. I'll talk to you later.